All right, so here we are for another episode of what sounds like it's going to be titled Diez Nuts. Because people keep telling me that name is just too funny. Every time I say the name, people laugh. So people mispronounce my name all the time. So why not take advantage of it? I don't think it reflects my comedy or my persona, but maybe it does. We'll figure it out.
You're
I can already see.
Guy.
Huh?
You're a nutty guy. I mean.
Yeah, but these nuts? Am I nut? Am I nuts?
I've seen you drive in traffic, dog. You be a little aggressive. Dog.
What do you mean I'm aggressive?
Oh, what the fuck are you? Okay, we're not gonna get into that. I just was on the road with him for almost 28 hours. So
28. It's been 6 days.
Yeah, but we were in a car watching you drive for like 5 of them. So
yeah, no, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, I get a little bit of that good old road rage, as they call it.
Yeah, you get that good stuff.
I mean, learn to drive. These people stay on the left lane for no reason, dude. They stay on the left lane, and then they try to pass a truck, and then they stay at the same speed as the truck. Because why pass the truck? Why would you pass a truck? Just drive next to the truck. It's cozy. It protects you from the wind. It's so nice, and it's a nice, clean, closed space. You're not bothering anyone. You're not bothering anyone. Just get the moving.
Yeah. So you turned 48 this weekend.
Oh my God, it keeps coming. Oh no, this guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I did. Thank you, dude.
Happy birthday.
Hey, man.
You got
we had a great birthday, didn't we?
Yeah, it was insane.
We were stuck in Louisville.
Louisville.
I've learned to pronounce that. Not Louisville, apparently. Louisville. And there was a huge tornado alert. We had sirens. We were stuck in the hotel room after the show.
Well, you and our buddy Ty got those nice robes to just put them on.
Ty Marion, shout
them out.
We're in a posh hotel that had beautiful robes.
Dude, they had the best soap. It's like $63 for.
It was $63 soap.
It's $63 soap. I can't dog. I had never felt so far in my life because I was like, I want this.
Your skin felt more expensive.
But if I ever get rich, you guys are gonna know the first thing I'm getting is that soap. That soap is incredible.
Yeah, they were selling those robes downstairs. They were like $125 for they were so soft.
Yeah, but they were thin, weren't they? They were kind of thin.
But they were soft, okay?
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They were soft.
All right. So
we were stuck in the tornado, and we were like, hey, let's go to the roof and make content.
Of course. Grind set. We got to have that grind set. That grind set.
The mindset is the grind set.
Exactly.
The
Content is king.
Content is king. The funny thing is, I was sharing a room with Ty. We'll go upstairs. We're looking through the window. It's kind of raining, windy. We see the clouds and everything. We're trying to record reels and stuff. And who comes next? Danny Martinello and yours truly, Drew Nickens. What did they try to do? Make more content.
well, they were all making content. I was just playing Yu-Gi-Oh on my phone. I was like, all right, we're gonna die here. I'm gonna die doing something I love. I love making content. Don't get me wrong. Content is king.
I have a little cough from these 6 days on the road. I couldn't. My throat is sick. I'm really
my sinuses went crazy this morning.
Yeah, we drove 16 hours to Louisville for a show in Kentucky. Just so we would have a car, because then we drove down to Nashville. We stayed a few days in Nashville, and then we drove yesterday back to Austin. Another 12 hours. It was a little crazy, but...
Yeah, lots of time in the car.
Lots of time in the car, lots of fun. Lots of tornadoes, lots of tornado alerts all over the place.
I didn't know Nashville was so rainy, dog. Yeah. That's insane. I've been in Seattle for multiple weeks at a time, and I've never seen that much rain.
You've been there in the summer or what?
No, like in the springtime, dog. Okay. And it doesn't even rain like that. It's so insane how. Yeah.
The 2 times I've been in Seattle, I've had great weather, I must say. So,
you got lucky because Seattle's miserable.
No, I had blue skies and stuff.
Yeah. You got extremely lucky because it's usually really miserable.
Well, I'll take it. In Brussels is about the same amount of gray days as Seattle. It's kind of the same stuff. What did you think? We stayed in Nashville for a few days. We went out every night. What did you think of the bars and the nightlife and the country music, the live music, the scene?
I had fun. Like the first night, the Thursday night that we went out, I was having fun every bar. I was like, you guys would be standing in the back. I was like, I'm gonna go up to the front, and I just go up to the front and just hang out and
loads of ladies.
Loads of ladies.
Loads of as we were calling them, honky tonk.
Badonka-donk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus, wow, Nashville was special.
And it's crazy because one of the bars I walk in, and one of the girls used to work at the country bar in Dallas that I used to go to, and I was like, "Oh," and she's hot as all get out, but like her workmate, because they would be in like a well. She'd be in the middle, and then Kelsey would be on the side. And Kelsey's like one of my good friends. So I talked to Kelsey for 30 minutes after her shift was done. I just talked to her, and it was always kind of funny because then I said, "Hey, I think I know you," da da da, and then it was just really interesting.
Well, I don't know. I really enjoyed the live music. I thought the talent there was phenomenal. No, but I mean, all right, the talent was phenomenal.
There was a girl. There was a female singer.
Then they started to sing, okay?
The talent was phenomenal.
Yeah, the talent was incredible. No, but honestly, like, coming from uptown, okay, of course there's live music and stuff like that, and artists come through Brussels, but the idea that I can go to a bar, get in for free, and listen to music of that quality, and most of them are doing covers because it's what people want, but at least like the skill level, like it's brutal, it's insane.
They're making hand over fist. I mean, Thursday they were like, another $100 song request.
Yeah.
And they did that like at least 6 times while we were there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's $600.
They have a bucket for cash that's like, what, 3 times or 4 times the size of this one?
And they go up to everyone and go, "Hey, you want to tip the band? Hey, you want to tip the band?" I'm talking to a lady friend of mine Friday night. And this guy just puts it in front of me and goes, "You want to tip the band?" And I said, "No, sir. You have a great day."
What did he say?
And he's like, and he just, and then he just went to the next people. But they make their money in Nashville, man.
They do. And would you say that Broadway is better than 6th Street in Austin?
Broadway's cleaner, and it
definitely cleaner.
It doesn't have as much foolishness. And if you've been on 6th Street, you know what I'm talking about when I say foolishness.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely foolishness.
There's no, like, the cops are there, but you're not fighting. Like, I didn't see one fight while we were in Nashville. We
saw that one guy that was randomly crying at 4 p.m. Were you, when we were trying to
Why are you talking about me like that?
Not you! This one guy, he seemed really drunk. He was with his friends, and he was on the sidewalk on a gray day, and he was just bent over crying,
4 p.m. on a Monday or Sunday, and he's just hammered crying.
just crying his eyes out.
Crying. And, like, you never know what people are going through, but, like, he had to have lost a loved one or something of that nature.
In my mind, I want to, because it was either something really serious, but the story I wrote in my little head, it's something happened to him with some lady that he met or something, and at 4 p.m., because he was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and his friends didn't seem concerned at all. They were just like, "Come on," and he was just crying. We don't know, dude.
Hammered.
Just hammered. It was wild. So one thing I like to do on this show is I have these little card games that prompt topics for conversation, and I have a bunch of them in that bucket. You want to grab one and see where it leads us?
All right. Fall is better than spring.
Ooh.
No.
Spring
is perfect.
Is it?
Yes, it's the best season because it's not too hot.
Neither is the fall.
But the fall, you have to have layers on because your fall can get cold.
But spring can get rainy.
Not all the time. I mean,
we just had tornadoes in Nashville.
Yeah, and technically it's not spring yet.
Technically?
I think it's not spring, right?
I think we're in
It's
spring.
21st of March, isn't it? I think we're in the beginning of spring.
Yeah, we're in April.
Yeah, of course, May, June. I'll give you that. Around June, May, June.
But like spring here,
March.
nice.
Oh, in Austin, yeah, spring is nice here. It's very, very nice.
Yeah,
I like the colors of the leaves in the fall though. I love that.
I don't know. I think like people that like fall, it's like their whole personality is like, oh my God, it's pumpkin spice season. Let me get my flannel. Let's go to the pumpkin patch.
But you have Halloween.
Halloween's cool.
Halloween
but I
is
don't
pretty
drink
cool.
anymore. So like Halloween has lost its luster.
Well, dude, if I had a house in the United States and I could be here for Halloween, my house would be scary as hell, dude. I would decorate that with the biggest possible death skeletons. Just, I saw this guy that had a battle of what you call scarecrows versus skeletons with knives and stuff, all organized on his garden, on his front lawn. Just a whole entire scene with crows and stuff. Dude, I would go so hard with zombies coming out of the ground. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the fall. You like the spring? I like the flowers in the spring.
I like the spring because it's outdoor. Like you could do outdoor activities. It's not too hot. You're not going to get as much of a sunburn. Like,
What do you like for outdoor activities?
like hanging out, like walking around like an outside mall, or
Oh, yeah.
because you know me.
Oh, yeah.
You saw me at the Nike clearance store. I think that was probably one of the happiest I was on the trip.
Yeah, when we were driving back from Austin, Drew, I was asking the guys, hey, would you, if there's any spot where you guys want to stop so we can take little breaks and have some fun? And Drew was like, I want to stop at the Nike clearance store.
And man, and we were in the middle of the hood in
It was
Memphis.
It was not a good neighborhood in Memphis.
It was great. And then I just walked in. I knew everything where everything was. I was on it.
He knew where everything was before we got in the store, which I found kind of puzzling. It's like, the maps of stores. When we go, Drew has introduced me to Ross Dress for Less.
Oh yeah.
I never used to go, but he knows all. He gets in the store. It's like, yeah, if you need this, you go this way. If you need that, you go that way. If you need this, and just knows everything.
Well, I love Ross's. Like that's just like my thing. And I like in DFW, there's so many different Rosses. So I one time, one of my my boss's wife for her birthday, we went to 8 Rosses and 3 TJ Maxx in one day.
Did you find anything good?
I didn't find much. I think I found like a soccer jersey, but that wasn't the time that I was finding underwear because they didn't have the Ethicas now. Because that's what I buy. I buy underwear at Ross.
Okay. By the way, did you buy my? Because I love fun socks, and Drew got me fun socks for my birthday. He got me the peanut socks, and then socks from SpongeBob SquarePants. Like today, I'm wearing little flower socks.
Yeah.
And where did you get them at Ross?
What? Yeah. You already know.
Of course.
I was like, it's Rick's birthday. Let me go to Ross and see what's
That's
up.
very kind, man. I appreciated
Yeah,
that.
of course, man.
It's the only gift I got.
Oh.
It's the only gift I got. Not that 20, 30, 40 other people knew that it was my birthday, but that's all I got.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
think maybe...
You got the gift of safety.
Yeah, I mean, we were in Louisville at the Louisville Comedy Club, which is part of the Bricktown family, right? Bark Entertainment. We had a great show. We had a little great after show, but they were telling us, you guys need to get out and hunker down at the hotel. We wanted to go out and celebrate, and I think there were some talent that was gonna come. Maybe it's gonna be fun, but no, we're stuck in the hotel room making content. It was great.
Grindset mindset.
Grindset mindset.
See.
I want the T-shirt. Oh, by the way, I think where was I? It was a university town. I did a show. Where was I? And I did a solo show before. Raleigh, North Carolina. I was in Raleigh, and my hotel was next to the university. What is it? NCU, North Carolina. Anyway, state.
UNC.
Yeah, which one? The bigger one.
Yeah, the Tar Heels.
Yeah, and
Little
I went to Target and I found another game called. They had many. This one is called We're Not Really Strangers, So I was gonna be let Drew open it and
All
see
right.
what questions we get from there. Unwrapping, we're not really strangers. Live, not live, on Diez Nuts. See? Welcome to Diez Nuts, where today Drew Nickens is unwrapping.
You gotta have the guest go, got him.
Got him. What, is that part of the song?
So the guy that the popularity of it.
It doesn't come from it's from before the Dre song?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it only from the Dr. Dre song. That's where I discovered that phrase.
Well, there's a whole guy that comes in and goes, "Diez Nuts, got him," and he ended up dying or something because he was homeless. Very interesting looking fella.
Does that predate the Dr. Dre song?
No, probably not.
Justin, figure out Diez Nuts and the origin of it.
All right, really not strangers.
We're not strangers.
Come curious.
Okay, I hope com is COME. Yeah, open the first one. Open. Oh, they're packed by style.
Oh, so it's like a.
Yeah, open whichever one you want.
It's like a dating card game.
It's like dating, yeah, or just getting to know each other when you're with people you don't know.
They're saying it came from Dr. Dre first.
Boom. Because where I found it out was my friend from Spain, Mikel. He's a street magician now. He introduced me to that Dre album back in the day. And he was like, yeah. And he was prank calling me. He was like, Diez Nuts.
And your mom was listening like, what is his friends doing? People don't realize nowadays, man, your parents can listen to your conversations. They get to text their people and not have to worry. They get to text their people and not have to worry about anything. And it's like, man, we had code words. We had everything. We had to make sure our parents didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Or
I was just
you ever wonder when they figured out how to go back to your website history?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I freaked the fuck out.
So
It's like,
I had a whole system. I would delete my history. I would run a virus scan, get rid of all the viruses
that you downloaded.
and then because I had LimeWire, I was a LimeWire baby.
Oh, yeah. I was, yeah. You need to put them all just for that. So
okay.
Leave some for later. We're not going to go through all of it anyway.
Well, yeah, we only have a.
All right, pick a card from We're Not Really Strangers.
Okay.
Let's see what it says.
Do you think I was popular in school? Explain.
Do I think you were popular in school?
Okay.
Do I think I was popular in school?
Let's not do this one because
Yeah, it's going to bring back too much PTSD for the both of us.
well,
Trauma dump.
well, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
a
Oh,
lot
okay.
about school, so
All right, fair enough. That's an unfair question.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how messy do you think that car is?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
1 being cleanest, 10 being a complete
Well, I've been in
disaster.
Drew's car.
Oh, that's not fair. so you're going to say a solid 7, right?
I would say it's a solid 3. I
So
would say it's a
kind
solid
of
3.
clean.
No, I met someone who had a dirtier car than yours.
Hell yeah.
So I can't say that you had the worst. On Drew's car, I managed to put my feet on the floor when I sat down.
yeah, because I made sure to do that.
Well, you made sure to push stuff around. But on this other person's car, I literally got in, and there were so many things in there. Like my feet were up here because there were like old shoes and things and like clothes, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Right?
And she was not even living in her car.
She
Yeah, it's surprising.
was she a single mother?
Huh?
Was she a single mother?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
It still
that
doesn't
makes sense.
explain the situation.
Yeah.
I think you can have a cleaner car than that. I know that's, it's hard for moms and parents in general to keep their car cleaner because it's very messy when their kids are small, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
But your car was full of stuff that should be in a dumpster, dude. Some of it.
Okay, I don't have people in my car, and so the passenger seat is my garbage can, and then once every 3 days, I go to a gas station, and I throw everything away. I have a system.
I'm sure you have a system, and I'm sure I was there at the beginning of day 3.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
We were in Shreveport, to be fair, right? So,
when we went to Shreveport.
Yeah, you picked me up there, so you had been on the road for a while, so I'm sure that didn't help.
Exactly.
You had a
It was
cooler
like
in the
5
bag
hours.
with drinks that were pouring out.
It was great. All right.
All right, let's go.
If MySpace were still a thing, what would my profile song be?
I never used MySpace.
You never were a MySpacer?
I had it, I guess, but it wasn't big with my friends, so we're not really using it.
Yeah, you were like 40 at the time, right?
Yeah, pretty much. No, when did MySpace? Was that early 2000s or late 90s?
That's like a late
Early 2000s.
2000s, before the 2010s.
Before 2010? Yeah, I don't know. What was I using at that time? Facebook already, I guess.
Already, dang.
Yeah,
I didn't have a Facebook
Mid- late
until
2000s.
I was getting into the military.
Okay.
I was a MySpace guy. Heavy MySpace.
Oh, nice. So what is your profile name?
Drew the new Slick Rick.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, because it was a Kanye song. It was a Kanye and Carrie Hilson song.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, "Hey, young world, I'm the new Slick Rick." And I was like, I like that. And now I'm talking to Slick Rick now.
Oh,
See?
and you were a little bit of a rapper, so I'm not surprised that.
Yeah. I didn't come up with Lance Corona until later.
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 Yeah. The new Slick Rick. That's
The
hot.
new Slick Rick.
All
Very
right.
fun.
Grab another one. Let's see where we
These
get.
are fun. I like
Right?
this game.
I like it.
Okay. Do I seem like a cat or a dog person? You're a cat person.
Oh, why am I a cat person? And also, yes, but
yeah, exactly. Like, because I feel like you want your space when you want your space.
yeah,
And cats want their space when they want their space. And so I feel like you don't want the maintenance of walking the dog and having to figure out its moods. Cats can be their own independent person. So I feel like that's you.
well, it's a very interesting point because I mean, my family, we had a cat for a long time, so I got used to having the cat. And the cat, yeah, you just put the litter, leave some food out there, and he'll figure himself out until you have to change it every so often. I don't need to walk it. Whereas the dogs, I'm staying with dogs now. We're at my friend's place. They have a couple dogs, and the dogs are so much fun, and they're lovely, and I pet them, and they give me so much love. And honestly, it's the best. It's really the best. They're adorable. You can see they're more communicative. They interact more. They're more playful. But I don't have to feed them or walk them.
Yeah.
So I don't have to clean the hairs or anything. So they're not my dogs. But if I had to do that, it's so much work to have a dog.
Yeah.
It really is. And I wouldn't want to have a dog and be on the road and not take good care of the dog.
I walk Martin's dog for him every once in a while, which is fun. I like Andy. Andy's like a 12-year-old dog.
I can see you being a dog person, to be honest.
Yeah, I can be a cat person or a dog person. It just depends on the connection. Like
yeah, but if you ever appeared, like, you know, in a few months I come back, I go or I come back, and then you have a dog, I'd be like, it makes complete sense. What dog would you have if you could have a dog?
Well, okay, so funny. So I was back home like a month ago, and I was hanging out, and my mom's got a dog named Poe, who's like a pit bull Dalmatian mix.
Ooh.
And Poe, I hadn't seen Poe in like 5 years. I walk in, Poe recognizes me right away, hanging out with me, sitting on my lap. And there's this little shithead named Leo that's also there. That's my grandma's dog.
Ooh.
And
what kind of dog is Leo?
Leo don't like people, like a Shih Tzu.
And
he's a shithead and he's a Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
So one day I'm just chilling with grandma. We're talking, and Leo just starts getting at me, and Poe sees it and attacks Leo, and like it almost killed Leo. And I was like,
Good.
whoa. And I was like, whoa. that dog went into protective mode right away.
That's
Even
incredible.
though it's just like a little shih tzu, it was just like insane. So
That's great, man.
Yeah.
Dogs can be like that. Dogs are wonderful. I miss the family cat though. Our little cat was just the best.
yeah.
He would attack me every day, but then he would also, if I was home, he would stay in my room all day long, unless
Yeah.
my mom came back from work, and then he would generally hang out more with her.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just miss him.
Yeah. Okay. What character would I play in a movie?
What character would I play in a movie?
Yeah.
Ooh, in a movie that already exists. If I could be any character I wanted. Oh, there's so many. I mean, honestly, I've always wanted to play. I always dreamt of playing the Randall character in Clerks. Like, I was obsessed with that character for so long. I thought it was so well written when he was reading all the video, like the adult video titles, all his really mean little snide remarks about everything. To me, I would just love to play that character. But it's a pretty real character. It's not like a fictional, like a Batman movie or superhero character. But I'd love to play a Randall one day.
You look like you could be a hotel clerk in one of those what's those
In The
really
Shining?
eclectic what's those really eclectic movies it's gonna kill me has like a certain style
4 rooms.
Huh?
David Lynch?
4 rooms.
like the
The symmetrical thing, the hotel.
yeah, like he's also got a movie about a submarine. He
Yeah,
did, like,
yeah. The one with all the movies with the guy from Groundhog Day.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, with Bill Murray. Bill Murray's on all these guys in what's his name? The director. I'm fired, dude. And I've watched most of them.
Grand Budapest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who does those.
Who's the director in that?
I'm looking at it now. Enrique's trying to call me.
Yeah,
Wes Anderson.
Well, yeah, Wes Anderson.
Yeah, you look like a Wes Anderson hotel
Yeah,
clerk.
Enrique's calling like.
Yeah, because he's like, whoa, you guys are having such good conversation. I think I would play the goofy cop. Like I feel like I'm a goofy cop guy.
Yeah, no. If I could be, I would. You could be what in a Will Ferrell movie?
If I would just be like the goofy cop, like
Oh, you could be. You could be totally like a new Harlan Williams. I could see that
yeah, I could because like I could see.
goofy character, or like those cops in Superbad. You could have been one of those.
Yeah.
Or I could see you as a mall cop.
I don't know about mall cop. I'm a decent person. I don't want to be a mall cop. Mall cops are. I mean, all cops aren't great.
Or
but-
you could be a great like the guy that sells records at the record store.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Like the eclectic record store guy that looks like he does too much ketamine and too much Red Bull like at the same time. So it's like you're just like you're floating. So you're not even like really in a K-hole, but you're like in a K-hole, but you're also floating because you had too much caffeine. So you're like, oh. I think I need to try that today. I need some ketamine and some fucking Red Bull.
I think I could probably play one of those characters that's working the desk at a hotel room where the main lead character is coming to bring a lady at night or something, and the guy is super sarcastic or mean, or just have a little more grease to my hair and just put it from like covering my forehead. That'd be funny.
Yeah. So, do I seem like a morning person or a night owl?
Honestly,
you've traveled with me, so
you seem like a morning person to me.
I feel like I'm a night owl.
You do?
I think.
Are you?
Well, it's
If
because
I
of
didn't
what
know
we do.
you, sorry.
Because we're comics, you can't be really a morning person.
I agree, but like if I just met you and I didn't know you, I would totally see you as a morning guy. You're tired now, but we've just been 12 hours on the road yesterday, so I'm not surprised,
Yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep this weekend.
Do you think I'm a morning person or a late night? Yeah, leave it at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if I have to get up at 7 a.m., I will get up at 7.
Well, you won't be happy. I don't think you were happy any time that we woke up, except for maybe on Monday morning, but there's a reason.
Oh yeah, I was pretty happy that morning.
Yeah, you were pretty happy that morning.
Yeah, I had my alarm at 6:30 and everything. Yeah, it was
People
nice.
don't know, but
yeah, it's okay like that.
Okay. Let's see.
It was fun.
Is there a feeling you miss?
A feeling I miss. Ooh, very good question. Yeah, I mean, based on the 6 a.m. conversation, if it had been, I miss the feeling of having a prolonged crush on someone.
Oh yeah.
Like, are you having that person that you're really into, and it extends over time, and you see that grow, and it feels, and it comes with pain as well. Like, you don't know, like if it's gonna happen, if it's not gonna work out. You're so like that what do you call it? The infatuation. Yeah. I miss being infatuated over a long period of time. It's a very interesting thing.
I mean, he stayed in Nashville more than 3 weeks. Yeah. You would have a very big infatuation.
Nashville is a dangerous town for a lot of people, I feel like.
You would go to Jelly Rolls Bar every night and just, hi.
Yeah, I would be at Jelly Rolls Bar. Even at Jelly Rolls Bar, I felt like I could have had a crush on the lead singer. I could have had a crush on several of the bartenders. I could have had a crush on several people in the crowd. Yeah. It was a lot. It was really a lot.
Yeah, there were some attractive people in that bar. It was
very attractive and all pretty nice. And like, there's something about the South where people are nice, man. They're not rude. They're not that dismissive.
What fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through? What's my order?
I should know the answer to that because I feel like you've told me that, but you're at Denny's?
I'm really good at Taco Bell. I knew that order. Oh, yeah. I knew that order right away.
But yeah, Drew knows his orders at every single restaurant before getting in.
Yeah, I checked it. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it.
This is where I'm a foreigner and I'm not American. I feel inadequate. Oh, when we were in Kentucky, we went to this. My friend messaged me, dude, if you're in Kentucky, you should try Amish food. And so I was looking.
What did you order, Rick?
Let me get down that rabbit hole. I was looking on Google Maps for Amish places. I know I'm not pronouncing it right, but it is what it is. That's how I know how to say it. And we found this place. It was in the middle of the countryside between Nashville and Louisville. And it was great. Like, they had a lot of like homemade food, homemade ice cream, just deli stuff, like just great, amazing stuff. I had unbelievable unbaked cookies for the first time. Mm-hmm. We all tasted them, but just unbelievable cookies. They had fried pies.
Oh yeah, they were incredible. 4 fried pies.
But anyway, we're ordering lunch as well, right? So they had sandwiches. They had a sandwich counter, and I went in first to order first, and I was like, "Well, what's good here?" And I was like, "I don't know, like give me a suggestion." I was like, "Well, our bologna sandwich is really good," and it says like the main suggestion is our bologna sandwich, and I was like, "Well, I guess I was overwhelmed with choices. I don't know, so I guess I'll have that." And she was like, "How do you want it?" I was like, "Well, just make it however you normally make it, I don't care." And they literally just gave me 2 slices of white bread,
mayonnaise,
a slice of cheese, no sauce, and like 6 slices of bologna. It was the driest, unchewable sandwich I have ever had in my life. And as I'm getting that, I'm like, well, I guess this is modest, plain Amish food. It is what it is. And these guys come with their sandwiches and they're grilled with sauce and salad.
Okay, so
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, I'm going to get salami and pepperoni. I'm going to get cheddar cheese. I'm going to get pickles. I'm going to get it toasted with a little bit of mustard. Like, I dressed my thing up. My sandwich was real, really good.
Yeah, and the other 2 came behind him saying, I want what Drew's ordering, pretty much. And I was like, mwah, mwah,
and you could just tell he was so salty because he said, we're just enjoying our sandwiches, and he's like, oh, this is real good.
And then he made fun of me for like 3 days because of that bologna sandwich. I haven't ordered first since. Yeah, I did get my order right when we went to Hattie B's in Nashville.
Oh,
for the fried
shout out
chicken.
to Hattie B's. That was incredible.
Shout out to them. Hey, they followed me today.
Hey.
Yeah, we're at Hattie B's. They recognized us. The manager recognized us. We got some free hats.
Yeah.
The portions were great. The size portions were amazing.
Shout out to Fortune Femster.
Yeah,
We
Fortune
saw
Femster
her.
appeared there with her mom.
Yeah, we were just,
was
and I
great.
knew like right as she walked in, I thought that's Fortune Femster, and they were like,
Yeah, and then she had her face turned to us, but like she definitely looks like Fortune.
yeah,
And then because I could see like 3/4 of her face,
yeah,
and the hair with the curly hair, and I was like, that's probably her. She turns around, I'm like, oh my god, that's my hero, dude.
yeah,
Fortune
she's
is such a great comic.
super nice and kind. It was really cool to like bump into her.
She
just, like,
recognized us.
That's cool.
That's incredible.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. She was like, "Oh, hey guys." I was like, "Are you guys here for the show? For a show?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It was a good happy moment.
By the way, since we're doing shout out Adam Ray for Dr. Phil Live. He let us come watch Dr. Phil Live. That was what they're doing over there is special, man.
Yeah, sold out.
So cool.
Sold out show at the Pinnacle in Nashville.
They'll be doing arenas in probably 2 to 3 years. It's such a fun show.
I would argue next year, honestly. At this point, they're very close. It's
because
incredible.
they're selling out theater. They're selling out. I think they sold out 2,500 at the Pinnacle.
Yeah,
and
it was a great show.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil the guests because I'm assuming they'll post it, right? They post every episode.
Yeah,
but it was so much fun to watch that because I could see some of the clips online and stuff, and I almost caught one of the shows at the Comedy Store in May. Because I was there when Dr. Phil did the show at the Comedy Store.
Oh, okay.
But I was at the back of the room, and they told me already. They were like, if there's a few seats at the back, but if they sell out with the walk-ins, we have to kick you guys out. And I got kicked out, and I was trying to just peek in and stand there. You can't stand here, and I was like, damn it! I was like, I had to go, and I couldn't. And that was a great show. It was a show that I saw a bit on the screen where he was in one of the viral clips where they bring this guy and they pop a zit out. It was a fake zit, in my opinion, but still makeup. It was so gross. It was disgusting.
But yeah, Adam Ray is the man. He's
the man.
So good at what he does. Like,
Are you gonna be doing a little thing with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna be opening for him in my hometown, July 11th. It's gonna be a big deal. I'm excited.
That's gonna be beautiful.
A bunch of people buying tickets. So
it's an Adam Ray show. It's not a Dr. Phil show.
It's not
right?
Dr. Phil.
Okay.
So.
Well, Adam Ray, I see his crowd work and the clips he posts, and he's a beast. So it's gonna be a great show.
Well, he's a stand-up comedian before all the characters.
Exactly.
And I think he's really good at what he does. So that's something to focus on at the moment.
And he definitely shows us what that grindset is, the mindset thing.
Because that mindset, baby.
I've never seen anybody grind as hard as Adam Ray. He's nonstop.
And Tony. Tony sells out to arenas. Yeah. Does Netflix the Monday before, does 2 arenas, then pops into other shows and Janie's. Then on Monday, goes to Monday Night Raw and does a segment. I mean, when people are working, they don't get to stop. And, hopefully we'll get to that point where
I think, what was the name of that DJ with the long hair? Steve Aoki?
Yeah.
I saw a documentary about him, and he was like, his main thing was how to manage his sleep and his schedule. And of course, he could afford a private plane and all that because, that's his level of success. But that plane was there for him to sleep. Roughly, he was just catching up on sleep all the time in between gigs. And because that's how he managed to, because he was going nuts. Mm-hmm. And then he found how to manage his sleep. And that helped him just cope and clean up his act and just be in a much healthier shape. It's all about that sleep.
I got like 3 hours last night.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
because I stayed up the whole time.
Yeah, because we're shooting on a Tuesday today. And we were supposed to be back yesterday, but we should have had one good night of sleep. But then we got invited to see the Dr. Phil show, and we're like, we can't pass this up.
Yeah,
so
you can't.
We delayed everything by one day, and we got in here around 2:30 a.m. Tonight, and we had the meeting here at 11. Thankfully, you busted a tire, Justin, so we had to delay that a little bit.
Oh, Doug, I was so I was like, it was like Ness, yes and no. And I was like, I'm gonna sleep another 20 minutes.
Sorry, Justin.
Works for me.
So did you like wake up, go to your car and see it, or that's the
I was
worst.
walking out to leave.
Oh
and
no.
my front right tire
That's the worst. What do you drive like a truck?
No, just a Hyundai Sonata.
I had worse.
Okay.
I've had worse happen to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Way
I'll
worse.
tell you the story. This was back in Brussels. Back in the day, I had a Volkswagen Golf. I think they're called Rabbit, I guess. But the
VW
Rabbit
Golf,
is a
yeah.
convertible, maybe, but it's kind of the same car.
It's a small little one, yeah.
Yeah, and I had that, but not a convertible version, right? But similar model, just with a hard roof. And but it's a car that's famously known for being one of the easiest to steal in the world. And one day I understood why. You literally just shove a screwdriver next to where the keyhole is, and you just push up, and the door is open. So I kept getting broken in that car constantly. Like if I had like one little coin of change, it was gone by the next day. But the people didn't have to break my car too hard, so I didn't mind. But one day they actually tried to steal the car, I guess for joyride, and I came to my car, and the steering wheel, instead of being here, was here.
What?
They had broken the entire driving, like the shaft.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I lived close to the Volkswagen garage, so I drove it like loose.
It still drove.
It drove, it still turned, but it was like the whole thing was loose. It was scary. I pulled it up, and yeah, I managed to get that fixed. But yeah, when you find your steering wheel, what's going on with my steering wheel?
Yeah.
That was a bit scary. That car gave me so much trouble. When I bought it for $500. And
Sounds like trouble.
yeah, the fuel meter or gauge, how do you call it?
The fuel gauge.
The gauge.
Yeah.
Okay, the fuel gauge didn't work.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, it didn't work. So I ran out of fuel twice. Every time in the most stupid places, just had to guess where I was roughly.
Yeah.
And just refuel. I had my radio speaker stolen from that car. My radio stolen twice. Back in the day, they stole radios. I'm glad all that's over, and I have a car that.
Now it's touchscreen.
Yeah, but
everyone's got like a touchscreen.
But they're also made for the car, so if you steal it, you can't really do anything with it. So because it's a specific size for that specific model, that's part of a whole system.
Back then, we would switch out the radios for
Yeah.
a new stereo.
Oh yeah,
and then they would
you'd have
steal
to take
that.
your radio face with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one night I left it on.
Oh no!
I forgot it. One night, radio gone.
Oh no!
Yeah, I normally would hide it somewhere under the seat or something, or take it with me. I just left it on one night because we were struggling to find parking downtown and just wanted to go out. So it was a shady part of the city, and boom, gone.
A lot of crime in Brussels.
It's a crime, but what are you going to do? Do you think they're going to go out and find radio thieves? At that time, there were so many. It made no sense. They were never going to catch the guy.
Oh man.
Yeah. Have you hey, get a little card.
I like these. I'm trying to find
Which are ones you like the most? Keep going.
Do I seem like a creative or an analytical type? Explain.
Oh, hey, you know what? From if I only knew you from the show, I would say you're a creative guy. But the more I get to know you, the more analytical I see you be.
Yeah.
I've seen how you play Yu-Gi-Oh! And this guy is a little thinker and strategic, vicious warrior. That's what he is. I've seen this guy play slots, and he knows how every single slot machine works one by one.
That's called a problem.
It is a problem, but the fact is, you made us money, and B, it was wild how you exactly knew how to play and how to understand the thing. So, and you memorize, and so you are able to analyze what to do with each machine and to study the pattern of how it works. I don't want to play poker with you. Just to be clear, I would not want to do that.
I like to play poker, but I like to blow off steam while I'm playing poker. So I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
And I think,
what makes you tilt at a poker table?
Oh, that's a good question. Rude people, man. If you're rude and you're out of turn and you're like super like super mean, like, oh, I gotcha, da da da. Like, to me, that'll get me tilted because now I want to stack you.
Yeah, what makes me tilt is when I feel like people it's just friends and they're casually showing each other their cards.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, but that's collusion. Oh, no, it's not. Or when they bring the girlfriend and she doesn't know how to play. Look at my card.
That's the worst because they fucking win.
Yeah, and they win. Yeah, because you don't. That's why I stay away. Any hand that I see any girlfriend that doesn't know how to play push in, I'm like, I'm out. Because you don't know what's happening. They might be completely bluffing, but hit or not. I'm out. I just don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
And also I hate it when people try to steal my blinds. I really hate it because it works on me because I'm like, I don't. Well, for people that don't play poker, like you know, when it's your blinds and people are the person right before you raises a little extra high, and you're like, oh, come on, and you look at your cards.
You can't see a flop because you're like, I don't want to see a flop with this. It's too much. It's too expensive. And then you see they throw a jack five at you, and you're like,
keep going. Oh. Yeah. Well, they have position. Yeah, but it's poker stuff, man.
I love it.
I do love it.
I think I'll play more now.
Huh?
In the future, I think I'll be able to play more.
Yeah. Well, I think as long as it's low stakes and we're good. Yeah.
Like I only play like the little $30, $20 reckonings. I don't play the.
Yeah. I only like small stakes. Yeah. Hey, let's pick one last one and then wrap this up. What do you have for us?
Okay. All right. If you were going to buy me a present, knowing nothing about me other than what I look like, what would it be?
Ooh, unlimited budget?
Yeah.
Unlimited budget? Probably either a soccer jersey or a pair of Nikes.
Yeah.
You know,
I'd get 2 cool socks because I see the socks right away.
Yeah. And now that I know your team, I'd probably go for something from Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some gigs in the UK, but I'm not going to Liverpool. I'm gonna go to Manchester and London and stuff.
Oh, boo. You're gonna go to all the shitty parts of England.
Yeah, I would never buy any t-shirt from any of these loser teams.
Yeah,
all of your Chelseas and Arsenals and Man United. Boo.
Yeah.
All of you.
Liverpool.
I don't agree, but I do love I love Xavi Alonso as a player, and Xavi he's played for everybody. That guy has played for Barcelona, Real Madrid,
he's a
and
good
Liverpool.
Coach. He's coaching Leverkusen in Germany right now. He's a go-getter, baby. I thought he was going to be the next Liverpool manager.
Well, maybe he'll still be one day. You know?
No, because we got Arne Slot. Arne Slot's our boy, man.
But you don't know what happens over time. I'm not saying next year. You know.
Well, we lucked out with Klopp for the last 10 years, and I think the next 10 years we're gonna have Arne Slot. We'll be all right.
Drew is such a Liverpool fan. He says we. By the way, we. So what was the anthem again of the song?
You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
And on that note, we're going to close this episode of Diez Nuts. So hey. Give it up for Drew Nickens, everybody. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for having me. Got him. Thank you so much.